Hey, beautiful people. Hola, mi gente. What's up? Que bola? A bitch is back. I don't know about you, but the first day, like the day before the full moon and the day of the full moon and the day after, literally dragged the fuck out of me. And like as of yesterday and this morning, I'm on 1,000. I am on 1,000. Before I get into it, let's do the legalities. The Almighty Pineapple LLC is trademark, copyrighted, and registered in 3 different classifications with the United States Trademark and Patent Office. Any duplication of my content without my permission is subject to legal recourse as guided by my legal team. With that being said, whoa, I mean, are y'all okay? Excuse me. Oye, ya, te estoy hablando. I'm talking to you. ¿Está bien? Are you good? Because this September shedding season, we in month 2 of that bitch. And this last, I mean, I knew the eclipses were difficult because they always are. So I expected that level of draggage, changing, stubbornness. Ooh, I expected that. But this full moon in Aries, maybe because I'm a fire sign, but I've been hearing from all of my godchildren. They're like, oye, madrina. I'm like, yeah, it's needed though. It is needed. And don't get it twisted. I was in my fields, and you are allowed to be in your fields. And I literally gave myself those 72 hours. Like, woe is me. Woe is me. Why? Woe is me. I did that shit. Do not think I come on here hard and like, no. I'm a very little. I may be a very, fiery Sagittarius. I understand that, pero I'm very sensitive. Believe it or not. That's why I literally have to do banishing rituals in the car with my child. And I've been doing that shit since they were in elementary school. Because that's another little fierce little bruja. Like, back in the day, my madrina used to call her the Supreme. Still does. She gonna be literally schooling all of us. She's that potent. Fuck, I just realized she watches my shit. Now her head's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to pop that bitch. But anyway, I'm here to tell you that it's okay to be in your feelings. You are allowed to do that. But you can also navigate your emotions as well. What is the lesson that those emotions are trying to show you? That's the problem. A lot of us feel something, and the minute we feel or we sense that feeling coming on, we stop, drop, and analyze. Stop, drop, and analyze. Stop, drop, and analyze. Stop, drop, and analyze. Like, literally, that should be a fucking dance for y'all. Because y'all go into analysis paralysis and go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. How are you going to analyze something if you didn't even allow the experience to complete itself? Y'all sense that feeling coming on, but you haven't even experienced the entire emotion. Because the entire emotion, there is a lesson for you. Believe it or not. And it doesn't take 20 hours, 3 days, 5 years, and 67 seconds. Biologically, it takes an emotion to run through your body in 90 seconds. And it's been proven. Look at the medical journals. Look at the scientific journals about emotions going through your body. That's something that I learned when I went and I got certified as a clinical hypnotherapist in the state. And I'm certified clinical hypnotherapist in the state of New Jersey. But that's what I learned. I'm like, oh my God, it's us. We hold on to that intention. We hold on to that. This is why I don't want to do this, because this happened to me. This happened to me. This happened to me. I understand that. But did you get the full context of the emotion? Did you get the full context? Did you understand why it happened to you and why you're responsible for what you can control and why you're responsible not to worry about what other people do because you can't control what the fuck they do? Or how you feel about yourself? That's the biggest one. Sometimes it ain't even be other people, it be us. Because we see an image in other people that we desire to be like, and instead of honestly owning the fact that I will never be like them because I was not ordained to be like them, I was not destined to be like them. I am me, I am unique, I am creative, I am exotic, I am outstanding, I am awesome, and I am flawed, and I am fucked up, and I am broken, and I am not whole, because I still have so much more to learn. Because the way I learn and the way I teach my community, teach my clients and my godchildren, even my children or my husband or my mother, because guess what? We are still on a learning path. If you're still here in the human realm, if you're still here on the planet Earth, on Mother Earth, Mama Gaia, you still got shit to learn. Because when your path is done learning, and there is nothing else that you need to do to make an impact in human society, then it's time for you to go. No matter how the way you went out. And we can talk about death another day, because I'm very comfortable with death, and I know a lot of people aren't, you know. Soy espiritista. Like, I've been talking to the dead since my first memory, which was, you know, little. I've been talking to them since I was 3 years old. I would tell my grandmother and my grandfather, because my grandmother espiritista también. She was a spiritualist too. She's a medium. But it's time for you guys to understand that everybody's on a learning path, including me. I've had so many health issues come up in the last 2 years. Last year, I had 3 different surgeries. I had a bilateral mastectomy. I had a bladder surgery. I had a sling put in my bladder. And then I had a third GI surgery, a third stomach surgery in December. All 3 different areas. And now they've diagnosed me with an immune disorder. And I'm not saying this to be, oh, woe is me. I am built for this. I'm built for whatever it is you're going through. There is a lesson in it, regardless of how you're thinking or regardless of how you're feeling. But remember, your mind is supposed to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I guess this is a reminder of the day, because it ain't even fucking card. Your mind is supposed to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's the job of the brain. The job of the brain is to, you know, to observe and then resolve. And I teach all this in my programs. And I would love to work with y'all. But, you know, as always, please follow your intuition. Work with any spiritual advisor. Even that means you do not work with me, okay? Get it? Got it? Good. All right? And if this doesn't apply to people, just keep scrolling. Let this shit motherfucking fly. Because I'm not for everyone. Everyone's not for me, okay? Look, it's okay. But I felt called to come on here because, and it's a Saturday, y'all. Like, Saturdays are my days off, okay? But I felt so compelled because this full moon in Aries is all about war, right? And with the planets and the fixed stars and the constellation is actually in and all that kind of stuff. And I broke that shit down in the full moon community ritual. And remember, we're still in that full moon magic phase, 3 nights before the full moon, the night of the full moon, and 3 nights after. So y'all still feeling it. Some of y'all are still feeling it because y'all don't want to let the experience of that sensation go, because you're still trying to analyze why that feeling came up in the first place. But you cannot even figure that shit out unless you allow yourself to sit with that entire sensation, allow the feeling to come and allow the emotion to complete itself, because you have a lesson in that fucking emotion. There is a lesson, and guess what? They're going to keep, specific memories are going to keep popping the fuck up because you have something to learn. It's like, oh my God, I keep getting this flashback about my ex, about my mom, about my dad when I was little, because you have not learned the lesson yet. And this life is not about being better or worse, positive or negative, good or bad, light and dark, you know, whatever that is for y'all. It's not about that. It's about, what did you learn? I have not heard my creator, my ancestors, my, you know, my ferefun mi egu, my ferefun mi egbe, my spiritual, you know, my spiritual squad, my unseen squad, my ascended masters, the elementals, the fairies, the trolls, you know, the mermaids, whatever it is that you work with, right? The planetary magic, all that. We have all that. And they still don't ask us or they still don't tell us, shit, you ain't shit. That wasn't positive. That wasn't in the love and light that you say you'd be doing and posting on social media. They always ask, what did you learn? What did you learn? This path is about evolution, and the more you start understanding that, now what can you learn of those experiences versus like, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. And sometimes we are truly victimized. I know. I've been a victim of domestic violence, sexual assault. I get it. I mean, we can share war stories one day, and it's not about, oh, I'm better than you, you're better than me. It's about like, damn, I feel you because I was in a similar situation. I understand that. It's more about community. It's more about, and the reason I share certain things with y'all is not to be like, oh, what was me? You've been through so much and you're so strong. No. I had to learn to be strong. Because I'm only responsible for me. I can only control what I think, what I feel, what I say, what I do, and how my energy flows. I can't control my husband, the dogs, the kids, my mom, my elders, my godchildren, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my nieces, my nephews. I can't control nobody. But I can control how I react. And that's your superpower. And when you dive in and allow yourself to surrender to what's being shown to you versus like, I don't like that sensation, I don't like that sensation. I know for some of us that's very difficult because we're also dealing with mental health issues, and that is okay. That is okay. Don't count yourself out. So am I. I've been diagnosed as a manic depressive for years. I've been diagnosed with PTSD. I've been diagnosed with general anxiety. I served during the Gulf War. I am a war veteran, so I get that fucking shit. But sit in your feelings, but then grow from it. What did you learn? I love you, and I hope this helps. Have a great day.